And I think we are all ready. Molly, if you want to take it away.
Sure. So good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on a Saturday night. I know there's some competing football games going on, but we're really happy you're here to raise a glass with us. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Molly McShane, and I'm the chair of VIA's board of directors. And while we're sad we can't be together in person and dancing to a great band and throwing rings on the wine toss, and my favorite was spin the wheel because you basically always won some sort of restaurant gift certificate. But we're bummed we can't do that, but we're really glad we have this opportunity to be with you tonight and for you to hear about some of our changes to program delivery and all the different ways that we've been supporting families, especially through these hard times. We hope you can hear about all the things we've done to try to get families through the pandemic and just different ways to support them. So thanks again for being here tonight.
And hi, everyone. I'm Ethan Long, and I'm the president and CEO of VIA. And I'm joined by my lovely wife, Lisa Baugh. So shall we cheers? We'll raise a glass to VIA. So I hope you are doing the same at home. And of course, we'll do some organization updates, but we're also going to do our heartwarming gala video. But before we begin, really want to say a word of thanks to our sponsors because, this year in particular, we just so appreciate everybody sticking with us during these challenging times. And in particular, and I saw he was on early, I want to thank Glenn Rust and the good folks at Virginia National Bank. This is their 17th year sticking with us and being lead sponsor. And we just so appreciate it this year more than most, just given all of the COVID situation. So Glenn and all the folks, Kelly, everybody at VNB, thank you so much for your support. I also want to thank everyone that renewed their sponsorships as well. It shows you what great friends and supporters we have and folks. And even though we aren't together, and even though we're not getting the big band and party as we typically do, just to see people stick with us, it's really heartwarming. And so I genuinely appreciate that. And on behalf of all of the staff at VIA, thank you for making a difference and allowing us to continue to make a difference in the lives of the people we serve. Thank you.
So as you watch along with us tonight, be sure to snap a few photos of how you are raising the glass for VIA. And you can send them to us after the event or post them on social media with the hashtag Raise a Glass with VIA. Larry, guess what? You're getting my photos because I'm a complete social media Luddite. I don't have any Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram or any of it. So for any of you out there who are also similarly situated and don't really do social media, please, send those pictures along so we can get them posted. Ethan talked about some of the program updates, but before we jump into those updates, we do have a little quick check-in with some of our very favorite and important people. So if you haven't already made your autumn apple smash, which I have, and I've been enjoying and drinking, it's quite good. They're going to walk us through that process.
Okay, we're going to be making an autumn apple smash.
And so your first step is to mix the cinnamon and sugar on a plate. And I already have my cinnamon and sugar mixed up, so I'm going to put a little bit on the plate here.
To begin with, I'm going to run my orange wedge around the rim of my glass. And I'm going to rub it in the cinnamon and sugar that I have already mixed. I'm going to add some ice to my glass.
I need to combine the cider and the bourbon. So I need 4 ounces of cider. Now 2 ounces of the most important ingredient, the bourbon. My favorite is Maker's Mark.
And shake. I'm going to stir. Strain your ice, fill a glass, and top it with ginger ale. So I'm just going to top mine with some ginger ale.
And finish it off with my garnish. Little cinnamon stick and
Sit back, relax, and raise a glass with Via. I raise a glass with Via for the Via staff, who are the hardest workers I know.
I'm raising a glass to Via because I think about the origin of the word autism, and it comes from the Greek. That means the isolated self. And not only is the person isolated, but the family is isolated. But with Via, we belong, we're not isolated, and we're not alone.
I raise a glass with Via for their tireless work to support children, adolescents, and adults with autism in our community.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Step 1. Start a school, because how hard can that be? Step 2. Open with 6 staff and 4 kids, not knowing what we're doing or how we're going to pay for it. Step 3. Make lots of mistakes and celebrate just as many successes. Step 4. Watch the Via teachers transform the kids, their families, and the world around them. Step 5. Be grateful for the angels among us. I raise a glass to the families, the kids, and the staff, and our profoundly generous community. Cheers.
I raise my glass to Via for things both great and small. For the great things that Via has done, to be a champion to open the world for all of us families. And for things small, to save our lives, literally, during a pandemic, for teaching my child how to put his face mask on. For these things, I raise my glass to Via and say, salute.
Toast Via.
Hello to all my friends at Via. I am excited to participate in this little video of making a drink and raise a glass for the Via Gala. I started looking at this complicated recipe and I saw the important ingredient. It says 2 ounces of bourbon optional. Where I come from in Texas, bourbon is not optional. So I decided to take what I normally drink, but then put in a little bit more of the ingredient for a little bit of extra care in making my toast to raise a glass. Here's to you, Via, and to all the people that make it such a great organization. Salute.
All right. That was pretty great. I have to say, I've been enjoying my autumn apple smash, and there may be some people out there like Glenn who are enjoying their bourbon. So whichever you're enjoying, I'm glad you're here with us tonight. And thanks for that video. I have to say, some of it made me laugh, Glenn, of course, and some of it made me already get some tears in my eyes. Gina and Allie and David and Dan. So thank you for that. I feel so grateful to be able to be part of this organization that really makes a tangible difference in the lives of our families and children and communities. We also wanted to take some time to thank those who made tonight possible, including some people who were not featured in the video. So I just want to give a shout out to our Gala Committee, who they really helped to pivot, to do this virtual viewing party tonight. They've been amazing. That's great. The recipe for the drink and the fun VIP sponsor packages. So we couldn't have done this night without you. And we're really grateful for helping, make a special celebration. So thank you so much.
2 other groups that we really want to thank for making tonight possible. I know for me, I want to say thank you so much to our board of directors. They've provided me so much support as I recently joined the team this summer, and I'm just so appreciative of their leadership and being their willingness to try some really innovative ideas and options for fundraising, both related to programs, but also our capital campaign. Last but not least, I wanted to thank a really important group of folks who have actually decided to champion our cause for this event. And so everybody on this list has, decided to create a champion fundraising page and send VIA story to all of their family and friends and help us as part of this effort to replace funds that we would have brought in as part of the gala. And so I just want each of them to know that how personally thankful I am, but also these are great pages to check out. If you haven't had a chance to make a donation for tonight's event, it's really fun to visit each page and read the stories and the reasons about why they are fundraising on behalf of VIA. And so I would encourage you on the event page to check out each one of these links. And I think a couple of folks still need help reaching their goals. And so that's a great way to help with the event, but also kind of boost a champion.
Okay, so up next, we have program updates from our leadership team, who I am so grateful for at VIA. And as many of you know, and for so many of us, March 13th is when sort of the world changed for us. And for us at VIA, the governor closed the school, our outpatient behavioral services program and our adult services program had to shut down. And I'm very proud to say, though, that as an organization, we immediately pivoted to doing telehealth and remote education services. And you cannot imagine what a heavy lift it was for all of our staff to be trained, to develop videos, and to really work to ensure that every one of our students, our clients, and our adults all received some type of at least interaction virtually or through remote education. In fact, in the first 3 months, we did over 800 telehealth and remote education interactions alone. And for that, we actually were awarded, which I'm really proud of all the staff, the whole team. The organization received an award, the Mid-Atlantic Telehealth Resource Center Award, for being able to help ensure that families still were served despite the COVID circumstances. But we all know that VIA students, clients, and adults, they truly benefit from the most by in-person, on-site services. And it's due to our wonderful staff. And they truly are the frontline heroes that go in and do what they do. And so our top priority moving forward is to try to, as safely as possible, we have to remain safe, but we want to get as much on-site and in-person services back so that we can be really back at it and benefiting our students and our clients, our adults, and of course their families. So, and tonight it makes that possible. Without your support, we couldn't do that, and we are so appreciative of that. So thank you all so much. So with that, let me stop talking and let the program directors tell you about what's been happening at VIA. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica Doucette, Director of Education Services at James C. Carmel School. Beginning in March, in-person services were unexpectedly shut down. During the closure, we immediately started to support our families and our students by providing daily communication, sending home educational materials, and also providing teleeducation services with the use of Google Meet. To meet the needs of our students for in-person learning, beginning July 16th, we opened our doors to in-person instruction 2 days per week. Teachers and students have adapted and persevered. It's been quite a juggling act, but a great way to keep everyone safe and to keep learning. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ashley Walding, and I'm the Director of Outpatient Behavioral Services. It has been an exciting year of changes and adaptation. When programs closed in March, we immediately went to work providing virtual instruction for over 40 of our families. In July, we began limited in-home services for families who felt comfortable, with strict screening, masking, and distancing procedures in place. Now, we are slowly and safely resuming in-clinic services with no more than 2 clients at a space at a time. We're also providing in-person speech and psychology evaluations. We're excited to continue to increase our ability to serve safely and creatively as we figure out this new normal.
Lauren Haskins, the Director of Adult Services. As you can see, I'm at Penn Park right now at one of our community outings. For adults with autism, the pandemic has been a very difficult time. Because being isolated at home is such a challenge for our adults, we jumped right into providing telehealth sessions and behavioral supports while everyone was at home. We've been using these sessions to help maintain personal connections and practice social skills. In July, we started reintroducing limited in-person services, and we've been finding creative ways to return to community activities safely. We're coming to Penn Park twice a week with pods of 2 to 3 clients for a combination of individual and socially distanced group activities. As you can imagine, a big part of the conversation is about COVID safety, and I've been very impressed with how well the clients are adapting to using hand sanitizer and wearing masks.
Hello, I'm Dr. Aaron Ingvarsson, Director of Training and Research.
I'm Julie Patterson, Quality Improvement Manager.
Evidence-based practices are the core of our programs and services at VIA.
During the pandemic, we've been working hard to make sure that the training and procedures that support those practices
and the research that helps expand and reinforce them is still going strong.
Training frontline instructors, behavior technicians, program associates has been one of the hallmarks of VIA services.
One of our major accomplishments has been beginning the implementation of a curriculum for all of VIA that establishes standard practices, procedures, and performance measures.
We've been working to make One VIA a reality by meeting with clinical services staff weekly to put new curriculum in place.
Julie has been leading an initiative to increase mask tolerance and COVID safety habits for our students, clients, and consumers. We continue to conduct research that is consistent with our values and our goals and contributes to the literature on evidence-based practices, much of it in collaboration with UVA.
Thank you. The Gala is such a great event and so important to the work that we do here at VIA.
It really is, man. You know, I noticed the parking lot was a little bit empty, though. The band, however, I know was warming up. I definitely heard the drummer going.
Ed, I don't think that was a drummer. I think that was a construction crew that you heard.
Oh.
Might explain why the parking lot was a little empty, except for those bulldozers.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, now that you pointed it out. Well, long as we're here, we might as well let everybody know a little something about the Center for Adolescent and Adult Autism Services right here on Hillsdale Drive, the CAAAS program.
Sounds good. Let's start up here on this floor. Here we have our administrative offices, and then down the hall we have the new Viable Ventures. It's going to be such a great space.
Well, downstairs, when you first come into the first floor, is going to be a really beautiful open area. There's going to be 3 large classrooms and associated instructional space. That's really the heart of the first floor. There's also going to be a centralized nurses station, which is really going to be a terrific addition to our ability to provide good services. To your left as you come in is going to be a big open sunny room. We're going to have meetings in there. We're going to have instructional activities in there. It can just be a quiet space for people to go. To the right as you come in is going to be a cafe. It's going to allow a space for our students and our adults to sell their wares and show off what they can do. Further down to the right and into the back is a learning kitchen. And it's going to be outfitted with everything we need to be able to do great instruction there.
You know what? Even further downstairs, there's also some great new spaces, starting with the new model apartment, where our adults can practice their daily living skills in a real-life setting. There's also a spacious new classroom for flexible learning opportunities or just fun daily activities as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
it'll be something. Great. Yeah. Speaking of fun activities, no Gala this year.
I know, it's so sad. And you know what? We're truly sad that we can't share this special opportunity with you in person this year. However, we're thankful that we're able to connect in this way and that we look forward to the opportunity to share with you again in person. But you know what? We are so thankful that all of you are a part of our VIA family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys rock.
We'll see you soon.
All right. I'm so impressed with our staff and how they've been able to pivot and be responsive for our families and, in the face of the pandemic. And I have to say, I really enjoyed both Ed and Carol's fancy duds in a not so fancy construction zone. I speak for myself, but I'm sure I speak for everyone at VIA that we are so excited to have a new space opening up that's going to give us the ability and for staff to safely serve more families. So it's great. It's awesome.
Absolutely. I can't wait for that new space. And, it's not only going to allow us to serve more families, but it's also going to allow us to serve some of those current families. And we'll be able to do that more on-site services. And as well, it really is going to set up our Viable Ventures micro enterprise program. And so soon we're going to be able to start making candles again, and we'll be able to bring back some new businesses, try out some new business ventures. So up next is going to be our annual gala video. But before we do that, we have to take a commercial break, a short commercial break. So we'll be back in just a moment.
Closure under COVID has been a time for families to enjoy quiet togetherness. And Viable Ventures candles have been there to help bring a sense of calm and peace and tranquility. But now,
we're blowing the doors off. We're selling off our entire inventory to make way for new production, new designs, and new scents. With every purchase you get, our Viable Ventures soy blend candle, handmade by our artisans. But wait, there's more. You get job training and skills development for adults with autism. And that's not all. You get accommodative engineering to ensure that anyone, regardless of ability, can know the satisfaction of work. And there's even more. You get the satisfaction of hearing our artisans say,
"Hi, my name is Jennifer."
My name is Blair.
Hi, my name is Todd. I made your candle.
I love that commercial so much. And I also love my fall day candle. I've been burning it at the house pretty much this entire week to get just in the spirit, especially with the warm weather. I'm trying to bring back the fall. If you are interested in helping us clear out that Viable Ventures inventory, we are going to be launching that site to purchase those candles in just about a little over a week or so, hopefully a week or two. And so we'll be sharing that link via social media as well as email. And so just make sure that you're on the lookout for that.
All right, so now the moment you've been waiting for, our annual gala video featuring the real heroes of this work, our families and our staff. And so I say sit back, relax, if you're like me, cry, and raise a glass with Via. We're so grateful that you're all here tonight.
My name is Paige Edwards. My son's name is Carson, and he is a student in the Bridge program at VIA. Carson's main struggles before VIA were social struggles. Carson really struggled in the public school environment. It was one of the most painful periods in our family's life, for sure. Every morning when I dropped him off, he would just lay his head in my lap and beg not to go in. And at VIA, of course, it's a night and day difference. He has friends. To me, that is the most important aspect of his education for me. To hear your child say, "I want to go back to school," is such a blessing that I never thought I would hear my son say. And he only says it because of VIA. I want the world to know that my son has abounding gifts that VIA has been able to encourage in him. He is finally coming into a sense of self, and he's beginning to recognize those gifts.
I'm Cheryl. My daughter's name is Aliyah. She's been at VIA
7 years, I think now. She has significant cognitive issues, behavioral issues. So they work with her on that, which allows for them to work with her in other areas, on her academics, on her social, her independent living skills, communication skills. Well, it does mean the world to us. She's actually more engaged. Her contact is better, her eye-to-eye contact. Her initiation when someone walks into a room, she would be usually quiet, but she'll say hi, she'll say good morning, the best of her ability, she'll say good night. You can tell she's definitely trying to communicate more, which is fantastic. I know we would not be where we are if it weren't for Via.
Your face and the whole world.
Hi, I'm Liz. My guy Charlie's been going to Via's James C. Harmel School for about 2 years now. As part of his autism, Charlie really struggles with regulating his emotions. His teacher's been working on coping strategies, and even in this short amount of time, his interactions with family and friends have been so much more positive.
And there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love.
Hi, this is Judd and Carrie and our son Afton.
He's been going to Via outpatient since he was 3, and he's now 10. And then just under a year ago, he started going to Via school. I think that a lot of the work that we did with outpatient, especially when he was really young, helped us to really know how to handle his behavior and feel confident in doing that. We learned so many things from Afton each day, and while it's hard at times, I think we learned so much, and he brings so much to our family. We'd like to just say thank you to Via, both outpatient and Via school. The J.C. Harmel School have been life-changing for our family. We greatly appreciate everyone, all their hard work, and we feel very, very blessed to have you as a part of our village.
So my colleagues are amazing. I love them. They come from all walks of life. They are such an interesting group of people, but the thing that they have in common is just their dedication, their open-mindedness, their love of working with the students here, and their dedication to doing what each particular student needs to meet his or her goals.
I would say that the most valuable thing that Via provides to us is 2 things, really: hope and confidence.
It's a huge relief knowing that our family has Via in our corner.
Aaliyah's 21 now, so you can just imagine the number of people we've had in our lives providing supports and services. I must say I've never seen the level of dedication and involvement and commitment in individuals like I have with the team at Via.
I'm a jack of all trades. We'll be alright.
In its first 24 years, the Virginia Institute of Autism has provided over 1 million hours of service.
2 kids.
2 teenagers.
2 adults.
2 families.
And to our entire community. Our profession is our passion.
Bridging science and service to build a brighter future.
Hey guys, teachers and staff at Via. It's Tisha and KJ in the back here, and we just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for us. The things that you guys have been there for me for. You've been my backbone. You've been my mentor. You've been my help. You've been my friend. You've just been there. And for KJ, the way you guys love him and treat him with so much dignity and respect, and you treat all of us like that. You come through and you wake up every day and you come to this school and you shine your light on these kids and you love them and you show them the way, and it's amazing. It's the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen in my life. So from me and KJ, we would like to say thank you to everyone at VIA. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being our family. We appreciate it. KJ, wave out. Okay. There we go. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Okay, I'm not crying. You're crying, right? I'm not crying. You are. Wait. All right. Every year it's a tearjerker, and this year it's no exceptions. And I just want to give an incredible shout out. You saw so many staff are on tonight and joining us, and these are the folks that are the heroes. And if you can, or if you want to show your love for them, you can do it in the chat. It's because of their hard work every day that they make our program successful and our services possible. So thank you to all of our staff for making VIA what it is. And I got to say that funds raised tonight as part of this event will go to helping keep our programs going. And so if you haven't, please consider making a donation. And if you have, do know how much we truly appreciate your support.
All right, so as we close tonight, I just wanted to share a few reminders. As Ethan mentioned, if you want to make a donation as part of tonight's event, you can either visit us at virtualvia.givesmart.com or email me if you have thoughts about another way that you prefer to give. We are going to be heading over to the small group cocktail chat meeting link, and that will actually, we'll be able to see you and say hi, and that is optional, but that is the second link that's on the event site. I'll also throw it up in the chat in just a moment, but we also wanted to make sure that you are saving the date for our 25th anniversary gala next October. October 15th, 2021. So hopefully you all received a postcard about that, but make sure that that is on your calendar. We can't wait to see you, hopefully hug you and just, have a celebration together in person. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, feedback about tonight, we will be sending a follow-up email. We are recording this event. And so if you're, you want to rewatch it or you want to share it with family and friends, you'll be able to do so. It'll be posted on our website as well as I mentioned, in a follow-up email along with a survey for the event. So we would love feedback, in the time of COVID, us trying to think about fun and creative ways to connect is top of mind. So we'd love to hear more from you all. So that is officially the end of our formal portion of the program, but we'll see you over in the chat room if you want to hang out there. And if not, hopefully we will see you soon.
Cheers. Thank you, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We appreciate you all. Thank you.